good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Well, my name's Jade, and this is the Creator Rewind interview, baby. And today he is a community leader, a sick musician, and a dear friend. It's Frank Terzo who's joining us. It's sponsored by DistroKid, and we're kicking off with a track called Won't Dance Alone. Let's do it.
Train down at the station, watching the time tick away. Been sitting since morning, but it ain't set on coming, so maybe a few years away. But I swore that I'd wait, and I won't let her down, 'cause God knows I've hurt her before. Off that train someday soon. So don't let the roses die. Don't let the river dry. Be the sun, be the rain, the warm breeze at night. So don't let the roses die. In the song, and you won't dance alone. You won't dance alone. Dance by the fire, I can still see those stars, and the dawn lit with apricot skies. But I turned to cheating, lying and drinking. I fell to that dark place below. But I swore that I'd change, and I won't let her down, 'cause God knows I've hurt her before. I don't ever intend on leaving this place till she steps off that train someday soon. Roses die. Don't let the river dry. The sun be the rain, the warm breeze at night. So don't let the roses die. Don't let the river dry. Be the soul in the song, and you won't dance alone. You won't dance alone.
Hello and welcome to the show. You know the deal, you know my name, there it is, it's down below. Everyone okay? Not everyone okay. I see Joe, what's his, at the doctors. We'll have to join the chat when I get home. The doctors. Man, we were talking about this at the start of the show. I'm sure we're going to talk about it again. I just want to send, before we move on, lots of good vibes, obviously to Joe, who's at hospital, but obviously to our friend Russ, who's in hospital right now, got rushed to hospital. We don't know what's wrong. Something's going on, but we'll keep you updated as we know. Russ, you know, we're all, you're a cunt. Anyway, he would agree if I said that, but it is what it is. So we're thinking, thanks everybody for joining and all this. We've got our wonderful guest today. Very excited to have him back because, man, this dude has just leaps and bounds. I used to be a gateway drug for this guy. Now he's the gateway drug for everybody else. But I need to talk to you about this. So that was, firstly, we just heard Won't Dance Alone by Frank Terzo, a fantastic song. Beautiful song, yeah? All Frank's songs are sensational. And I need to talk about today's sponsor. Of course, it is DistroKid. Yes, DistroKid. You can have your music released through DistroKid by very simple steps. You just sign up, you just join, and you can use my code that's listed up the top there, which is distrokid.com/VIP/Jade Starr, and you'll get 7% off your first year and have access to be able to release unlimited songs, unlimited lyrics, get a Spotify verified check mark, royalty splits if you're doing collaborations. The money will get automatically split between the people that you make music with, access to so many promotional tools. It's utterly mind-blowing. And also, let me just fix this because he's getting an echo, isn't he? You get a mobile app as well too, so there's heaps of great stuff. You got 3 tiers with DistroKid. You got the musician plan at $24.99 a year. Musicians Plus, pretty much the same deal. You get a few extra things, plus you get 2 artists for those greedy people. Or you can be like me, use the ultimate plan where I have 6 artists, but you get 5 with this one, and you can release as much music for $89.99, $49.99 for the Musicians Plus, and all of that stuff. But we will hear more about DistroKid as we go on. As always, thank you, DistroKid, for sponsoring this show. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say it. I love you, DistroKid. All right. I had the music off so poor Frank couldn't hear the sound effect. But let's get to it because we want to bring on our guest and get into this interview. Now, I had him on, it was 3 years ago, something like that. 3 years ago he came on the show, and I think I was probably his first time interview, maybe first time. And it was, you know what? Well, we're going to cover this anyway. Let's just get him on here. He's a sick musician. He's got his own show called The Community Pulse. He is one of the mother bears of this community, and we all look to for advice and guidance. And he's normally got a piece of paper in front of him, which I have today as well too, and I'm going to rely on this heavily. So let's just bring him on. Stop being a nincompoop. Ladies and gentlemen, tables and chairs, pull down your undies and show us your hairs. It's Frank Terzo. How's that mic volume?
Hello, everybody. Am I on?
Yeah.
My volume's much better.
Oh, man. What did you do to sort your volume? I'm curious.
Nagged the F out of DJ Big Red until he got it right. And yeah, I don't know really what I did. I think I just turned it up a bit.
That's what I was hoping you could say. I turned it up. Nice. Yeah. Well, thank you, Frank, for coming on. It's funny, you know, you mentioned last week in one of my streams, you're like, oh, it's so almost, it was just after 3 years since you came on. And it was like, isn't that funny? Because I just had you on the list to have you back. And here we are. A lot has happened since then, but we've got to start with what we do with the Creator Rewind. And hello to everybody in the chat. I see you all there. You know the deal. We'll do a shout out after the first, the next track that we play. So thank you. I see you all. There's you wonderful bodies. But here what we do is we give you the opportunity, a 1 minute countdown to give yourself an introduction, to tell us all who you are. And we've got a timer running here and a little buzzer. So you may get a little bit of echo for this. So that's your buzzer. And you've got a minute to tell us all who you are, what you're about, and why we should be listening to you. So are we ready? We'll blow the horn, and we'll blow the horn, and we're off.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Oh, well, hello, everybody. My name is Frank Terzo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're going to see a little clip on that this coming Monday, but I started writing music. I wrote my first song, I think I was 12, 13 years old. And I continued to write songs. Many of you may or may not know my story. I joined a few bands in the garage basements and just some um, um, very small gigs at bars that maybe had 2 or 3 people in it. Anyways, I went the way of drugs and alcohol. And part of my story is we've seen many musicians write fantastic music and then go away of drugs. And I decided to take the route of the drugs and then brought the music back into my life in 2006. And here I am now. And did I win? Did I win? Bob.
Nice. Cool. Cool story, bro. You ran out of time. You ran out of time, and there are prizes. There's prizes. Laurie's gonna do something on her show for you this week, aren't you, Laurie? That's the prize. We haven't talked about anything. Now, I cut you off, but that's exactly where we're going to start with today. So don't worry about that. That's. But first, I want to talk about you and me. Let me take off this echo for you. I love doing the buzzer. It's so much fun. It's revenge for the bell, I call it. So, me and you. This is how I start these creative things off. Me and you. I found your music. I'll never forget it. I heard your music get played and was like, there's another dude too, TJ Zindel. Is that his name? TJ Zindel. Yeah. It was around the same time I heard both your music and was like, how the fuck did this guy find our community? He's too good for our community. And of course, I'm joking, folks. But it was like, we got to get him on as soon as possible before anybody else does. But it's not like that back then. I was the only one interviewing everybody. Now I'm like, I got to get him on before Frank gets him on. So things have changed. But was I your first interview?
Oh yeah, you kickstarted my YouTube journey. It was we all know Pete John, then it was Thomas Christ, Metalhead Hippie. All the while, of course, you were in all 3 of those communities, and you gave me a call September 23rd. 2022.
Holy shit, you know the date. I don't even know what happened yesterday.
I do.
That's so
I'm telling you, so much respect for what I call the big 5. What you all do for so many people, and JJ and I always say we're just a branch of what you have all started, and hopefully we branch out even more. And yeah, well, we're just branches as well. It's a wonderful thing. We talked about this. You came. No, you're all the roots. You all are the foundation. Let's face it. Everybody out there knows. Yeah,
I could tell you about roots. That means something totally different here in Australia. Do you know
what? Don't I know?
Do you don't know what a root is in Australia?
Should I not have? Oh,
it's true.
Oh no! You know Laurie's going to be shouting this out on the show every minute.
I'm sure she knows about it. She's friends with Goldie, but it's slang. It's like, did you go for a root, mate? It's like, why would I tell you, weirdo at the pub? So now you're, but it is a thing. So. But no, it was a real privilege to have you on the show. I remember the first time because there was so much respect I had for you, because not only do you make great music, but like we just mentioned, what you do away from music is very inspiring to me. I myself have been a counselor for people with HIV dementia for 9 years. I did that, and had people on my watch die holding my hand who had nobody else with them. And not paid or anything like that. And if I didn't do that, Frank, I wouldn't be where I am or who I am today. That was a definitive moment in my life that changed my life. and you do that too. You've been with Oasis Addiction Recovery, and and your story, you've been sober for a long time now.
Yeah, I had a serious drug addiction. Alcohol is part of the story, but yeah, I guess I'm not gonna call it regrets now because it brought me to where I am today, and I'm happy where I am today. But and being able to help people, I went into recovery in 2000, New Year's Eve, actually 2005. So January 1st, I guess, was my first drug-free day, 2006. And yeah, a few years later, I found Oasis, and because I came from a construction background, they needed some general casual labor. And the founder there took a liking to me, and he says, I heard you're in construction. Can you help us get some casual labor for some of the people to keep them busy? And I said, sure. And yeah, ended up getting a job there.
Listen, if I go and see a counselor and the person I go and see has not endured what I've endured, I find it very hard to get anything from that. And I'm sure there's other people out there who have experienced it. It doesn't matter what it is. You're trying to give up smoking, drugs, whatever it is, or, you know, you want to speak to people who have walked in your shoes. So I you know, and the best counselors are the people who are recovering. It just is what it is, you know.
How true is that? And that's not to take away from social workers. No. and you know, with the bachelors and BAs, and they've gone through a lot of schooling, and not to take away, but the bottom line is the best person to help somebody like you and I is somebody like you and I.
Yeah.
You know?
When I was helping people with HIV dementia, some of my friends questioned me on that, and they were like, how do you have qualifications to be involved in that? And it's like, well, they put us through a course where we understand
20 years experience.
Yeah, I've had dementia my whole life. No, but they give us a course on HIV and dementia and all this kind of stuff. But the thing was, the main idea behind that volunteer work was because these people are fucking isolated and all their friends have ditched them. And being trans, at that time, I was isolated and didn't want to leave the house in fear of retribution and all that stuff, you know, the world and all that. So that's where it came in. And that's what, you know, you don't need to be a doctor and understand all this stuff, but to be able to empathize and walk through people's shoes and understand that, that's the most important thing. And I mean, obviously you'd love it. How long have you been, because you've been sober since 2006, but how long have you been doing this? And do you still get up every day? And
yeah, no, right after I hustled my way in by May of 2006, and started off part-time and became one of the lead job developers. And in 2000, I got fired because my ego.
Wow.
Yeah, after a year and a half, I got fired. I thought, you know, I could change the world. Look who I am, you know. And it happens early in recovery. But I smartened up. I went back there in 2000. So I left for about 6 months. He called me back, and just for a little meeting. But then he told me that they really could use my assistance, and I ended up leaving the college where I was working, and then went back to Oasis as the program manager, and that was in 2008. And now I'm about ready to retire. And pick up my music career.
This is a really important question for me, because I'm a big advocate of this, and I know many agencies are these days, but there still are places out there that don't abide by this stuff and push their workers way too hard. But you have to be able to create space for yourself and have people to talk to outside of this? Because not only, it's like psychology, yeah? You go and see a psychologist, and obviously that psychologist probably goes and talks to another psychologist, and they go and talk to another, and because you need to be able to unload this stuff. It's a burden. You are carrying a lot of people, the weight of people's lives on your shoulders. How do you, what do you do to help get around that? What kind of things do you do to take your mind off that, or someone you go to talk to as well to get through some of the heavy stuff you would deal with?
Yeah, you have to create things around you. You have to leave it at the office. Number one, when you go home, it's shut it down. Don't bring anything home with you. And I've seen so many colleagues just just bam, 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 right to the top, and then just crash. But
because that's, hang on, can I just say, because that's harder than what you say. You say that flippantly, you got to leave it there. But when you're in that job, it's all about heart, and you care so much that you do bring it home. You can't help it. Like, so.
I do. And that makes it hard with friends and family, because obviously they're coming to you for things. And I've learned how to still show the empathy, but you kind of have to direct them to the proper channels, resources, outlets. But going back to leaving it at work is, I can pick up a hammer, I can pick up a paintbrush, I can pick up my guitar, I can go into my pond, my huge fish pond that I got with the koi fish, and I got 3 babies this year.
Yay!
And like and that's a miracle, because it doesn't usually happen outdoors, because they eat their own eggs.
Yeah,
but
they're like polar bears. Fussy.
Polar bears eat their...
No, they're just hard to breed.
Oh, yeah.
And or pandas. Sorry, I meant pandas. They're picky eaters and they don't fuck very much.
Yeah. So
sorry.
You just got to keep yourself busy. That's good.
Sorry, go on.
I knew I was going to have fun. I said to Shauna, it's like, fuck, I did like a year and a half of the Pulse. I was like streaming Goddess, playing my guitar and every night for the longest time. And I still get nervous when I'm on her show. And she says, all you're going to do is laugh. Yeah.
Well, that's what we want today. We want, because you've got to laugh. Look around. We were talking about this before the show. Where, you're helping people, right? And we're getting old ourselves, right? We're all got these, we're waking up each day and like, what's that new pain? Are you like that? What?
I was telling you backstage, it was like bending down to use the nailer gun. Used to be just like you bend down, now it's like, yeah. You get up and you got to move 12 inches, 2 feet over and do the same thing.
12 inches. Yeah.
So Shauna's not happy that a walk-in closet is taking over 6 months.
Listen, what you do, the point I'm trying to make is what you do away from here, it doesn't go unnoticed. I know, and you can't be around all the time too, right? I see you come in to chats and stuff, and I'm sure, people go, oh, where's Frank? He's the heart of the community. And I think people have got to remember, no, she's the, no, I won't do that. Hang on a minute. We're just going to have to take a break, everybody. We're just going to have to take a break. So we've had some songs released this week. So, Frank, we're just going to... So Folk Punk released a song this week, and I don't... There's nothing written on this piece of paper, so I don't know what it is. Cold Acre still hasn't released a song in a while. Laurie's Mishmosh released 35 songs this week. You'll have to find them yourselves because there's nothing on this piece of paper. Hang on, actually, this is actually a claim for my healthcare benefit. What am I reading this from? Speaking of age, but no, because we're not getting any younger, Frank. And how do you, like, talking about balancing life and work and music, again, because we're getting older and aches and pains, and I know you've been sick quite a bit this week, not this week, but this year. Joe and Barry Glenn's been very sick. There's a lot of sickness going around. Just apart from... How do you split apart? What am I trying to say here? How do you prepare for a week of Frank Terzo?
I think I've got a pretty good system, down. I have my grandson. That's another outlet.
Yes.
Obviously. And my kids. I think I do a pretty good job of balancing things. Sometimes I feel I haven't given this person or this thing enough time, but I guess that's normal. How to prepare for a show? I start from Monday morning. Sunday night is the close for what we shut out on the Community Pulse on Monday. But Monday morning, I start to go through whatever I've hit the notification for. So it's obviously not everybody, but and I'll spend about half hour catching up, an hour and a half. Just I get to work by 5:30, 6 o'clock. So
in the morning.
Yeah.
That's just about the time I'm getting up.
So I have some extra time, and then I'll catch up on a little bit of paperwork or whatever it is I have to do. And then at around lunchtime, I'll take a peek to see what's going on in the community. And then I come home, take a peek to see what's going on in the community. And, that's...
I do get excited when I see a Frank Terzo pop in my stream. I do get excited. It's like seeing a rare, valuable animal in the wild. It's a Terzo spotting. No, I do love it because, you are very special to all of us. And I can say that very honestly. Again, like I said at the beginning, I found you as a musician and was like, we got to get this guy on. He's awesome. And now to see you now as doing the Community Pulse, it's so good. It takes a lot of pressure off me to try and get everybody because there's so many people. Yeah. It's really hard. Let's talk about the Community Pulse for a bit. So
yeah,
how did the idea kind of surface, and tell us about the crew that make it happen each week? Because I know there's a lot. I've been on your show, and when you come on, folks, trust me, it's not like when you come on my show, you just get me sitting here. You go on Frank's show, there's a party happening. There's all these people, they're dancing, they've got like pom-poms and everybody's... I swear to God, when I went on, there's like 6 people there. I'm like, should I have bought a plate or some wine or what? Tell us.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. And when you're enjoying doing something, it's everything's so easy. DJ is an incredible being, and he comes across as a tough MF, but he is such a kind soul, a big heart, and he does so much work backstage, and then he hounds the hell out of us. Do you need something? Do you need what next? You're slacking. We get all kinds. JJ and I came up with this idea. And it's going to bother me, deep dive. And we wanted to do something along the lines, and this is going back 2 years, along the lines of a deep dive, and to feature one artist and really get into the works. And we're going to do my uncle Sebastian and Viv Sparrow. Correct me if I'm wrong, JJ. I know you're out there. And then I don't know. I think somebody in the community said something along the lines of you're a pulse, or JJ said the pulse, and we came up with the community pulse. And so JJ, myself, DJ, and of course the DJ and Lori. Lori
Yes.
is a big part of the show.
She's a big part of every show.
Yeah. And if she isn't, she will be soon. Just a little warning out there for everybody. See, it's like,
If you
I'm not getting paid for this. I got threatened for this.
If you're starting a stream, folks, trust me, 6 months into it, you're going to have Laurie appear halfway through the show every week. It just is what it is.
I love it.
So you plan ahead too with this stuff. Like you actually book people months in advance. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. And we really wanted to emphasize, we didn't want a show, and it's okay what anybody else does out there. I'm not criticizing, but we didn't want a show to play Frank Terzo music. My music is my music, and I love what I write. And Ninth Gate, you all know I take a lot of pride in what I do with my music, but this community pulse is exactly it. We wanted it about the community. So then we felt that we still weren't doing enough. So then JJ, myself, and DJ came up with the idea of making the montages. And there was so many calls that we were getting. We couldn't get people onto the show. And there were artists that couldn't come on the show. So we decided to do the featured channel and the featured artists, which means we have to create the montages for each artist aside from putting together the show.
Yeah, and look, I did a rant on this last week. It's the behind the scenes stuff that is it's a lot, and people don't see what goes on to make the magic happen, you know. But it really is a lot, and it's the thankless stuff, you know. It's such small 10% stuff that all adds up to virtually 90% of the show. Doing the live stream is like the fun part. You're just like, yeah, let's go. Whatever happens, happens, you know. But all that other stuff has to match up, and you have a great team. I know because I've dealt with them, and you know sometimes I send stuff to you very late. But it is what it is, you know, and you can always tell me to go fuck myself, and I'm more than happy
No.
I'm more than happy to go and fuck myself, Frank. Times are desperate, Frank. It's a lonely life as a YouTuber.
Don't do that blow up thing. How did I know that was coming?
I know, I'm so predictable. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Smith, for the gifted memberships. 5 gifted memberships from Mr. Smith.
Yay.
You rock. Let's talk about this. We'll come back to the community polls for a second, but Ninth Gate. Oh, you know what? No. I've got. There's so many questions I have today. Let's play some freaking music. So, folks, we're going to play another song. This is Red Canoe. We'll talk about it afterwards. Let's just do it. Let's oge, folks. You ready to grab your ankles and rock and roll? Let's do it. Red Canoe, Frank Terzo, oge, baby.
Lately I've been dreaming fireflies, sitting by the fire alone. I want you to know, I wish you could see everything's just fine here. Stony Lake is just a fading memory. Northern lights still brighten up my day. I want you to know, I wish you were
In memory of Bruce McCaffrey, this one. Let's bring Frank back on and make sure.
Yes.
So tell us, you know what, before we do, let's say hello to all these wonderful people here. And thank you, Frank, for the gifted memberships.
Oh, no problem. I was going through the, yeah, sorry, everybody knows. Anyways, I don't have to explain that I can't type, but it's okay. Love you all.
You can't multitask.
No, I just can't type.
All right.
If I don't have my cut and paste available,
Right.
why do you think I'm like a slinger in your streams? Everything's all ready. I got 3 screens. I'm going to cut and paste, and I know where to go.
You seem to have fingers, so.
2 fingers.
That's it's funny, you know. Brad says sometimes, well, when I'm sitting here on Clubhouse and I'm typing and doing stuff in front of my thing here, and he goes, "You type so fast." I'm like, if you could only see that I'm doing it all like this, really fast. It's just I learned really fast to type like that. Let's say hello to everybody, folks. Can you type something, anything in the chat, so I don't have to scroll too far and find you all. We got Kubrick Lover, we got Gordon Lee Weaver, we got Thomas Christ, the Mod with the Moses, Padded Pedal Room. What's going on, Francis, Tristan Green,
Francis,
Doug Kidder, Emery Island. Hello, beautiful. We got Polvold in the house, Dave Bops, Gary Hubbs, Laurie's Mishmosh, Mr. Smith, I'm just going off memory now, Rachel Aloha to you, Jenny Jolivet, Folk Punk, of course. Who else? Doug Kidder, I think I already said. Ali Tremor Bear. Let's see as I look up. Now that I have the chat up here, it's so good. Now all these ones are just gifted subs, so they're not actually here. I love it.
Sorry.
That's why I said type something. Anything.
Thank you, Bear.
I think I got most of you here. If I've missed you, I will try and call out as we keep going. Now, I was going to jump ahead there to Ninth Gate, but that's just me prematurely ejaculating over questions here. I'll just, my whole thing today was just to make you laugh today while you're here.
No, this is awesome because I get to see what I can get away with on my show.
You can do whatever you want here, Frank. You got open slather. You can swear, do whatever you want. I love it. So albums, because the last time you were on here, you were getting ready to release. When I interviewed you the first time, you were getting ready to release Made in '64. That's how long ago. And you've got 3 albums now. You've got the COVID era, you've got Made in '64, and Terzo.
Yeah.
So Terzo is one of my favorite albums. It really is. It's just the packaging, the logo, just everything around it. It's a whole marketing exercise to me, right? How did that album come about? How long were those songs formulating and bubbling up to be all put together on that great album?
Well, that took a full year, and that was a long time because like I was doing a lot of streaming. Like I said, I was a streaming I was streaming every night, playing live with like I was doing so much, and I totally neglected to even work around the house. But there was a lot of work put into that, and it cost a good buck to put it together because, as many of you know, I do go into the studio. I prepare whatever I can at home.
And you're still working with Steve?
Steve, yes.
Steve Sherman is who you work with. Yep.
Yeah. And on that album, I was quite proud because unfortunately I couldn't get my Uncle Sebastian because he had passed away. But I got my Uncle Joe on bass. And that was, this album was a lot of work. And there was a lot of songs that a few of those songs I wrote specifically to be placed in a certain spot. And I had a lot of help from JJ on a lot of ideas and thoughts on that song right there, Red Canoe. Hums the Mockingbird was the last album. I just can't think of the tracks right now, but many of the tracks I ran by JJ and gave me ideas. Yeah. was took a year, 2024, 2020. Yeah, took a year.
And you can tell, right? That was the one thing when again, going back to when I first heard you, was like, this guy's got some help. Like this, this isn't just sitting here in front of an iPhone, or not taking away anything from that, because, I hear heaps of amazing music that sounds like it was made in the studio. But clearly, you've got some help. So with Steve, what's the process of you putting together a song, or an album? So you write a bunch of songs and then hook up with him. Run us through it, because I want to recap.
So what I like to do is, as soon as I decide that, okay, I'm ready for an album, I have to have 5 songs at least in my pocket, meaning ready to go, knowing exactly what I want and how I'm going to direct Steve to put in what parts. And we all know what Steve can do. He's just a brilliant, multi-talented musician. So I have to have 5 of them ready, and then I challenge myself to complete the 5, 6, 7. I like to go no more than 12 on an album. I'm
more curious about in the studio. So with tracking, so you go in there, you track an acoustic guitar to some drums. How do you get your drums down? I love this part. Basically,
yeah. No, I'll play the song right through, or have it pre-recorded and with the bass track and have like a demo. But this last album, what I do is I play the song right through. We do a rough take with a loop, a drum loop. And then I go back and add the 2 acoustics. And then I go back, add the vocals and another vocal, whatever's required. A bass track I'll add to it. And if it's a little too complicated, in this case, my uncle Joe did bass on the whole album. And then Steve will add the guitars, the lead guitar, and then I'll add some electric guitar, whatever else I think I need. And then we just kind of sit there with the mix. Steve has his line that he uses on Clea and myself. What are you hearing? What are you hearing? Which direction? And many times, because I can't play what I'm hearing in my head, I'll sit there and have to hum it to him. And sounds strange, and then I'll say, yeah, that's it right there. And then I actually go to JJ and what are you hearing, buddy? And he'll say, add the timpani drums on this one. You really need this. He's the one that said, why don't you go get Jason Lemansky to add the horns on. I forgot the name of the track, but yeah.
You're a real musician if you can't remember your own songs. I love it. No, it's
2 blanks I drew.
It's true. No, this stuff really fascinates me, because like having a producer to bounce stuff off is really important. Yeah, it's helped so many big bands. I guess a lot. I don't know how many people realize this, that a lot of the time you're only as good as your producer. If you got somebody who understands
100%.
You, and they've got to know you and understand and be able to translate what you're saying. For example, my first band, we went to the recording studio. We had a sound engineer who used to do our live gigs, but we didn't want to bring him into the recording studio with us because he's a live engineer, and he is a bit weird, very weird. And we thought the guy in the studio would not get along with our weird live engineer. But he turned up without us knowing, and it was weird. And he was trying to translate to the actual studio engineer that he wanted the drums to sound like a funnel. And the engineer was going, who the fuck's this weirdo you've brought in here who wants the drums to sound like a funnel? And we were like, well, he doesn't really understand us because he's our live engineer and we're paying you to understand us. But it is very important to be able to translate that stuff. What I would love to see, Frank, because I don't know, this is why we do these interviews. People may see you do the community pulse and see all the guitars behind you and assume that you record everything there. I would love to see the next album or that you do, you to take a camera in and document it. I think that would be super fascinating.
I've got a bunch of clips, but I do. What I used one for Made Like Me.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's a still picture. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like seeing you like do a take and then go, fuck, and I messed it up again. That's what I want to see, that stuff, because, your stuff is so well produced. But I think I love seeing that gritty stuff underneath to see the mistakes and oh man, stuffed it up again. Does your producer tell you off when you don't hit a note properly? Like, is he very like do it again, or is he like that? Or
oh yeah, no, it's no, actually, what I like about it is a lot of the acoustic sounds, and even in my vocals, you'll find a lot of flaws if you really listen to it, and the flaws are good for me. I'm okay with that. I don't know if it's I'm not big on that word tight, and I just like to have it loose, like listen to Coming Home. If you hear and even that song we just played now, if you really listen to my finger picking, I love it. It's good enough for me and sounds good, and leave it at that. So no, not as picky, but he'll always, are you happy with that? Yeah, I am, or let me go inside and hear it, like, in the other room.
You're not going to get any complaints from me, because I'm all for that. Yeah. I've talked about it so many times on this channel. It's sometimes, and it's so hard to explain this, especially to a lot of younger musicians who have been brought up with, drum programs. Everything's MIDI drums and everything's on the grid, especially metal these days. Everything's so on the grid, and they're missing out on those mistakes that sometimes make the song, every time you hear it, you go, oh, I love that bit so much. And it shouldn't be like that, because it's a total fuck up, right? Just the way, like even the way vocals, if you double track a vocal and one's slightly off from the other one and it drifts a little bit, but that's what gives it that rich flavor. And we're losing
and that's
that.
And that's what we're going to get on the Charity for Life album coming up. We did the release, DJ, myself, and James Myers, this sad song. We did it Songtember, and that's going to be on the Charity. So I might be a day late, but you're going to hear the two vocals and they're slightly off.
Yeah, and like that's a technique used in synthesizers forever and a day. The drift with a synthesizer to create the beautiful sound of a Roland Juno. You get that drift. It's the same thing with vocals, and sadly, it is an art that people are losing for apparent perfection.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Look no further than one of my best YouTube friends is folk punk. Everybody knows that. That's what I want my sound. My first album, as far as I'm concerned, and part of the second album may be a little bit too overproduced, but Terzo album was more of a wider, alive type, and I actually want the folk punk sound. I want that live. I want that. It's just, that's rock and roll to me.
I couldn't agree more. Now, I've just flicked back over here. So, folks, as I mentioned, let's get the right screen up. 3 albums, the COVID era. Now, these are all the tracks that I think I found you, aren't they? These are all the tracks that you initially wrote during COVID.
Yes. Yeah.
And now, did you release these after COVID and go back and put these all together? Or was this was first?
Yes. So by the time I got to Free, I didn't think I was the songwriting would come back to me. Yeah. Like I lost 7 books, those with about 200 pages in each of songs through my diction. And I never thought I'd be able to write again. So when I got to the song Free, I thought, okay, I'm just going to stop there and put it all together as an album because I wanted a CD. And that's how that started.
And Made in 64 was, I think, around the time I interviewed you. I can't see a date on this. 2023, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Because, all this, had you released it? I can't even remember.
So Made in 64 was 64, different.
What am I saying?
And that's 64. Where I gave myself a challenge. So I had the 4 songs, but in that case, there was 5 songs ready. And I challenged myself because I titled the album and said track number 1, and I would release them about a month and a half apart. And then track number 2 of Made in 64, track number 3. I started to release it like that. And then obviously Jeff, Metalhead Hippie, did the album release where I released the last 3 tracks live. But that was stressful near the end because it was like, oh no, I still need one more song. You can't have 9. And and then along came again this song just now, and that came right from the heart for Shauna's father. Yeah. A man that I never got to meet. Yeah, pretty cool.
We got a few extra people that have come in. Chris Lane Sr., Paul O'Farrell. I saw Robbie Stingle. A couple of other people I've missed now. And I can't scroll back far enough. That sucks. Man, my memory sucks. Jesus Christ. Jamie Lynn I saw as well too. So welcome. Sean Chandler as well there. It's Sean Chandler. And Barry Glenn says, hi, Frank, I'm late. I'm just back from the doctors. We're glad to hear you back. And
hope it all went well.
Hopefully, because we got to get these 2 back singing. They've been going through hell with the, stuff. And so let's talk about you being an interviewer.
You already know. I don't do anything.
No,
you said it once, and I was dying on this side of the screen. It's like, I love Frank's job. All he does is sit there and lets everybody else do the interview. And I'm thinking, that's perfect.
Sometimes I wish I could do that for the morning as well. I'm like, some mornings, I woke up today feeling like absolute shit today and heard bad news about Russ. And I'm like, oh man, imagine I had a JJ just to come in and sit here and do it. No, but I love that somebody else is doing it. Right. Firstly, it as I said, it takes pressure off, and you do a fantastic job. You really do, because it is a lot. Like I think people forget, you've got a lot of moving parts happening in front of you, and you got to, especially me. I look around at this and go, whoa! I feel like I'm driving an airplane and I'm trying to talk to somebody and listen and do all the stuff. But you do a fantastic job. Is there an interview that stood out for you? That, not I'm not saying the best or anything like that, but just was memorable that you've done since doing the Community Pulse? On the spot here.
Yeah, wow.
You've got a minute.
The funniest one, I think, was with JJ, help me out. We were just talking about this with the Gators behind them. Like they interviewed from a tent in the bush in the Everglades. It's like, I'm thinking they're gonna shut down my channel. Then Gator's gonna open up wide and like swallow these guys. But I forgot. I wonder if you post their DJs out there.
JJ says the Viv Sparrow and the furniture moving. That was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah, that was priceless during the show. She's just picking up a chair like Hercules, and it's like,
I hope
she even had like sound effects. So there's been quite a few fun and funny moments. You and Brad.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember all this stuff. You do so many of them. I think that we're up to nearly 200 interviews here on this channel, and it is you know everybody's story because you're doing it, right? But it's hard to. I nearly once a week I'll go back through my playlist just to go, holy fuck! Look at all these people I've spoken to. What?
Yeah. That's funny you say that. I never noticed before. You got 2.5K videos.
Yeah.
At first I thought she had more subscribers than that. And then I realized, wait a second, that's videos.
Yeah. It's the live streams, it's every day. They add up, don't they?
Yeah.
And I'm sure that doesn't work well for the algorithm and stuff. But it is what it is. I tried, Frank, to do the pre-recorded videos, and like Thomas is doing with You Rock TV, and I love editing, but I looked back. I think I did 4 months of pre-recorded app demos, and then I started looking back through them and going, they all look the same. Like the intro, there's an intro, the way I talk, because I got this prompter now. So I was reading off a prompter, and they all felt exactly the same. So it was like, go back to live where it's unpredictable. And sure, it's going to piss people off because there's a lot of people who complain about the live streams for app reviews. They'd want something in 16 minutes so they can move on. Where I like community. And it's like, you know what? You got to make a decision for your own health, don't you? Right?
Yeah.
And And for all the work, here's the thing, for all the work you do on screen, which is only an hour a day, it's only an hour that you're doing it, but all the work you do off camera, you want to have some human interaction with people, and that's why I'll live stream. But it's
almost the reward too, right? I think it's, yeah.
And you're like me too, like this is about a community. Right, I've had other YouTubers reach out to me and say, "How have you got a sponsorship and you only have, 5,000 subscribers?" It's like, well, because I've built a community. And that's the most important thing. That's all I give a shit about: the community, the people that are here every day. So if you're just if you're just watching one video and then complaining about it, and I don't know who the hell you are,
you got to. You worked hard at it. It's everything in life. You deserved it. You earned it. And, I admire Pete John, yourself, Thomas. Like, you've worked hard.
You know this.
Francis.
You know this too. You've got to. If you want something, you can't just say, I want it.
It's not coming to you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not coming to you.
Exactly. You've got to go out and grab it by the balls, bring it back, and...
And it's just like the old sub count, if you want subs, I'm sorry to say this, the only way you're going to get subs is by going to everybody else's channel and subbing theirs. That's the only way you're going to get them back, right? You can't think that, oh, my music, they're going to come to me. It doesn't.
Or buying them, because we talked about this when you came on too, and it sparked me to do other shows, right? We talked about Google Ads. You got me onto Google Ads. I did shows about it, showing the results of it. And I've done several shows on it. I did the whole experiment on my Metheus video, and it's got a great number of views on it. But when you get into the analytics, nearly every one of those views only goes for 6 seconds. That's the way it works. It looks good on the outside, but really I don't know how good it is for your algorithm getting your videos pushed. It's a dicey subject. If you don't do it, at least every sub that you get, you've worked every bit of your ass off, you know?
Yeah. Subs, I don't believe in buying subs.
No.
Views, if you've got a good product, if you got a good song out there and you feel good about it, if you use the Google ads and drop $5, I think if you drop $2, you're going to get a couple hundred views, but you may get 3 new subs.
Yeah, absolutely.
If your product's good, you're going to get the sub. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends how far you want to take it also. Like
Exactly.
everybody's got their own target and method and what it is they want to achieve. What do you want to get out of this?
Of course. And it can work for you. It can help to generate more subs. But at the same time, it can do the opposite sometimes. It depends on how you do it. Like if you just pay for like 200,000 views and then and your video's only got like 5 likes, it looks shit. It looks
no, and I've seen that. I've seen that. I don't
too.
understand how you got 10,000 subscribers and then you do a beautiful song and you got 5 comments.
Yeah, it's a dead giveaway.
That's a hard one.
It makes you look shit. Yeah, it makes you look like you. I mean, you can do it to help get there, but the problem is what I think with it, Frank, is especially if you're a kind of a new music channel and you're doing it. Once you start getting it, if you start paying for views and you get up to like 18,000, well, the next song you release, you're going to want more, aren't you? Because it has to show a steady growth. And then before long, you're like, shit, I just spent $600. Oh, what am I doing?
Yeah, no. So, I'm guilty of that at the beginning. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
But you did it differently, right? And now, because you do the community polls, it's a whole different thing. You're getting subscribers through like giving back. Like, so it's a very different story there. Let's play another song. We're going to play Can't Break Me. What's this about?
Well, obviously, a lot of these songs are all lived experiences, but this one I dedicated most to my uncle Santino, who's a few years ago, they gave him a year, and it's now been 4 years. And it's between his life and what I went through, because I wanted to be a gangster like him. It's just kind of, catches all of between what he went through and what I went through, and Can't Break Me. And here we are, that kind of thing.
All right, let's do it. This is Can't Break Me by Frank Terzo. You ready to Oge? Let's Oge, baby. Boom.
Can't break me. Moving on, there ain't no rest for a wanted man. Shit's Creek with the broken paddle. Swam my way with the chain and anchor. Crawled my way through the drowns of whiskey and they can't break me. Oh no, they can't break me. But they can't. Up Shit's Creek with the broken paddle. Swam my way with the chain and anchor. Crawled my way through the drowns of whiskey and they can't. No, they can't break me. Oh, they can't break me. But they can't break me.
Now, somehow, I don't think that was a real motorbike. I was looking at the speedometer and it wasn't moving. So I don't think that was a real motorbike. But it is that time, folks, where we're at a bit up past our halfway point. And I need to mention today's sponsor, because without them, I wouldn't be able to do this crazy stuff. And I love you, DistroKid. Thanks so much. So let's hear from our sponsor, DistroKid. This presentation is proudly sponsored by DistroKid. Introducing DistroKid, your ultimate music distribution solution. For just $29.99 a year, DistroKid empowers you to release unlimited tracks on all major music platforms worldwide, including Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, and so many more. Plus, use my link distrokid.com/VIP/JadeStarr and get 7% off your first year. You'll also keep 100% of your royalties and gain access to valuable tools like instant verification on Spotify and detailed revenue analytics. Don't let your music go unheard. Join DistroKid today and take your music career to the next level. Thank you, DistroKid, for sponsoring today's presentation. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, DistroKid. And you know what I'm going to say. I love you, DistroKid. One day I'm going to get an abusive email from them saying, what the hell are you doing? Please stop doing that. It's very embarrassing. Let's bring Frank back on. Frank, was that a real motorbike?
No.
It looked real.
That took forever. I was learning Filmora to cut out a bike and it looked like crap. And so I just dropped it to the bottom. It's like good enough. And,
That's good enough.
Yeah.
I love it.
And the rain, because I had to blow up the screen a bit, turned out to look like Canadian snow. Yeah.
I love making video clips. It's always so much fun, isn't it? Hello, Shelley has joined us. There's a few other people I saw who've joined us too. Let me scroll back and try and remember. Les Nagy, there's another one there who I've missed.
Yes.
Les, what's going on? And oh, look, I'm shit at this. Anyone would think I've been doing this only a day. Probably have been. Let's talk about the charity album because you've been heavily involved in the charity albums, helping Russ out as well as Gary Hobbs, me and Ivan Idea. We're all kind of do our thing in the background to get it going. It's a big job. It's a huge job to get done every year. We're currently in the midst of the third one. We had a little break for the second one. But we got done. We've done the English one. We've done the Canadian one. We're currently about to do the US one. And then next year will be the Australian one. What are your thoughts on the charity album and, getting your song in time and what it's all about?
What you all are doing is just incredible work. The initiative that Russ started, he's a legend, and I think it's really important, and it's been really successful. It brings the community together. It seems like every album it's almost like the community has grown even larger and bringing us all together. I think it's really amazing what all the artists have contributed with. The music is fantastic. Everybody, we're on an album, like a greatest hits with a bunch of fantastic artists. Like, it doesn't get much better than that, I would love to see vinyl.
Hey, yeah, look, I guess if Russ...
And pay the premium for it, right? Maybe if...
Look, we've been talking about what we're going to do after the Australian album. And I love the idea that Russ has. I'm not going to talk about it, obviously. It's something really cool. I think it's way better than charity albums. But because, you can't just keep churning them out and doing that. I think it's always good to reinvent something and take it to another level. That's just my take. It's kind of how I run my channel. If things get a bit stale, you got to mix it up, and that goes against a lot of the YouTube algorithms. They tell you don't do that because fuck off. Don't tell me how to run my channel. So we definitely want to mix it up. But if you haven't got your song in, it's 2 days to go, pretty much, today and tomorrow, I think. So we did extend it this time around. We've got a lot of submissions. I've got 4 tracks on this album.
Oh, wow.
I know. Like, I've gone from not having much to having a lot, where that kind of leads us into collaborations, because we do see some really cool collaborations on these albums as well. We see cool collaborations all the time anyway, of people that you wouldn't expect to collaborate. But on these albums especially, there's been a whole bunch of them that you go, whoa, are those people working together? And that's what's helped me, doing collaborations with some people I would never have kind of thought of doing a song with. And here I have 4 songs, which is rad. But collaborations for you, how do you go about picking a collaboration? Do you reject any?
I don't think so. No, no, but I can be anal.
I have
on the sound that I want.
Right.
Yeah, that's one thing I am, is I'm picky. I don't know if I'm going to say I'm hard to work with, but I have the sound in my head, and that's why I can work so well with Steve, because he's not going to take it where he wants. There is a couple of songs on the album where I say, go at it. You know what you got to do. But when I write something, I already know in my head exactly what it's going to sound like before it's actually produced. And so I'll ask for specific sounds. And then at times somebody will just, I don't know if it's, they don't want to send too much, but it's like, I want more, send more, give me all of you kind of thing. Collaborations are fun. I'm getting used to them. Yeah. I cringe because it's like, I don't want to get to the point where, sounds like shit. What are you doing?
Are you a
You know,
control freak,
but-
Frank?
With my sound,
Oh,
kind of.
and even in collaborations.
No, no,
No?
no, no, no. I'll let them go, and I'll already know who. Like with Hugh, I already know the sound that Hugh owns,
Yep,
and
right.
what he's going to give back to you, right?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I get back.
See,
Right.
that's one of the reasons.
Ninth gate.
Yep.
It's like I do my part next. They do their next. Next. Done.
It's one of the reasons I haven't done many collaborations in the community, because I know I'm a control freak. I just know it. So I know my limitations. But this year has been completely different because I've just let go. And
Yeah.
it's very freeing. I wish I had done it sooner, but we shoulda, woulda, coulda, all that stuff's nonsense. But, I've just almost finished. So I did drums with John Barry Glenn, which I've done a bunch of times. That's, I'm almost in their band. But the current one I'm doing with Denise Lance, who's here in our chat as well. Hi, Denise, and Sander Wolf as well. That has been for me, I can't tell you, this year, one of the greatest things I've done in so long. To have somebody with a disability take my song and use technology to make her voice and then send it back. The song's sick. Like, the vocal is so good. Like, and hopefully she's going to be, well, we're already talking about her coming on the show, which I can't wait for. I think that's going to be incredible. But I'm so glad that I'm able to let go now, because I'm writing more stuff. And that makes me very happy, because I was stuck in a rut for a long time. Now, you and JJ have been twice now released 2 songs out to the public. You've done New World and Change the World. I almost expect the next one to be called End of the World, with the way things are going. So,
yeah. Or maybe we all come to our senses and it's a beautiful world.
Please, I'm hoping so much. Come on, America, you can do it. Come on, we believe in you. So how has that been, like, seeing the response of people making these songs? It must be very heart-touching.
More than, to everybody who's contributed to this. This is all JJ's idea, and it feels so good to JJ and I are like kids. We get excited. If I hear a release before he does, I'll send it to him, or he'll send it to me, or DJ's getting into this now. It's just a lot of fun. And I guess it's the whole idea is just share and just celebrate the community. These are a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun making them. Especially Change the World was JJ and I wrote it specifically for this purpose, where the first one was supposed to go on the COVID era, and for some reason I never liked it, and JJ caught wind of it and he said, "What are you doing?" So he came up with that concept.
Not only does it get people making music, but it's like this. The main thing I love is it's putting out these words that are very positive, and I'm all for that. Like, saying things, even when it's negative, just to get out, put it out in the open, spit it out, don't hold it in. And having so many people say these positive things in a world where we're constantly thrown shit every day. It feels like to me we're in a world, Frank, at the moment where whatever I turn on, any kind of media, apart from our community, is just a huge gorilla taking a shit in its hand and throwing it at me. That's what I feel the world is at the moment. And this is one of the only places there's a glass protected screen against it that's stopping the shit.
It's pretty sad. It's almost sad to say what's good.
Yeah.
Like, you actually have to stop and think, like, what's good? Okay,
Yeah.
we have life, we have each other. Like, yeah, it's every day, everywhere you look, turn on the radio, turn on the television, starvation,
War.
discrimination,
Yeah.
war,
Uh,
hospitals being blasted. Like, it's just
And even like being in fear of like
Trump.
saying this. Yeah, of course, him. He's an idiot. But even like it's got to that point now. It feels like I kind of am in fear of saying anything about it, right? Because now it's like people are going to come after you for saying, "Hang on a minute, can we be nice?" Like, and even to the point, remember the news where you would watch the news and there would always be like at least one story at the end of a dog riding a skateboard, and you'd be like, "Oh, even they took that away." Nah, you're not even getting the dog on the skateboard anymore. It's like, come on, man. There's so much, and there is so much good stuff.
Yeah.
Like every day, there's so many things happening in the world that is really, really good. There's people like reaching out and helping. There's still hands picking people up off the street and housing them, and it just doesn't get talked about. It's so bizarre that we've focused.
But that's
on
the
this.
thing, right? We are all doing good things.
Yes.
And I'm sure everybody in these communities love you all. Like, we're all together and friends because you're all good, great people. But it's all these good things that we do aren't being shared, right? They only want to dirty laundry.
Yeah,
right?
even on YouTube, like some of the biggest channels at the moment are the ones that are just, we're going to expose a YouTuber. It's like, really? It's almost as asinine as going into work with the people that you work with every day and just going, that guy's a pedo and this guy's, it's like, that's really stupid. Like, you work with these people. It doesn't make sense to me at all, this whole negative focus all the time. And that's why I love these projects, because it is verbally putting that stuff out in the ether where it needs to be. We need to have more voices yelling this and more people taking it and running with it. So congratulations on those songs. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a really good idea. And I just love that it gets people first making music, secondly, spreading a good message, and third, continuing community, because community is the only way we're going to survive all this stuff. It just is.
Yeah.
I'm going to play another song. We're going to play Coming Home. I'll play it and then we'll talk about it. You ready, folks? This is one of my favorites. So let's bang it out. As I say, grab your ankles. That's right.
First mistake is when I packed my bags. Thought I seen a greener passage. Years of searching for that promised land. Smoky taverns and those one-night stands. Playing music till the sun comes up. I was trapped in my own storm, all alone in a broken world. Seems to be my home. Looking back, I wish I had a call.
All right. Awesome. What's give us the rundown of the song?
Yeah, I used the musician going away, losing himself into music, and then giving everything up for that, you know. But it's just, we tend to think that the grass is always greener on the other side, and when we get there, we find out not so much.
Denise makes a point here. I've watched The Pulse, but haven't paid attention to Frank's music. I have some catching up to do. See, but this is the thing when you, and you know, I get this on YouTube too. When you're doing a show that's pushing others or teaching or whatever it is, your music kind of goes, it just goes over to the side. I don't even care about my music anymore. You know, it just, if it happens, it happens. And if it's great, it makes me happy when it does happen, you know, because you get so focused on doing this. I think one of the things that makes your music very special is that it is real, right? There's a story behind it. You write about family members, about the things you've experienced, the loved ones lost, the loved ones that are in your life. And it's a real family thing. Like maybe it's the Italian thing, I don't know. But it is a family affair, your music. You know, you've got relatives involved in it, and that shines through.
Yeah. Yeah, and to Denise, to that point, that makes me happy, you know, because the community pulse again is to promote other artists, and I made that decision along with JJ, and always with DJ's help, but we made that decision that it's not about our music. If I have a release that week, I'll promote it. My music, I will continue to premiere any releases, which I do have an album coming out. But yeah, my music is, the community pulse is about everybody else's music. And you know what? Doing for others always comes back.
It does.
It's going to come back to you.
It does.
Here, like it's, yeah, try it. You know, hold the gate, let them through. Don't hesitate.
Yeah, look, when we both can understand this. Again, going back to the start, when you have worked in a position of helping people you don't know, like away from music, you know. I remember when I first started volunteering for people with HIV dementia, I was like, what? My friend said, came out to me and went, "Oh, I have HIV," and I'd known her for ages, and she was like, "I reckon you'd be really good at this thing," and I was like, "Are you kidding me? I'm the most self-centered piece of garbage on this planet. Why would you think that?" She goes, no, you don't see it. You don't understand yet. And I think you need this. And just the experience of doing that and shutting up about me, and because it's hard when you've been a musician your whole life, you're supposed to promote yourself. You got to talk about yourself. And then you got to sit there with somebody and let them talk and learn about open questions and letting them speak their truth and reiterating on what they've said, asking them the next question with what they've just said back. It's all the things that make a good interviewer as well too, all this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But the feeling that you get from it's indescribable. It's better than any music I've ever released. And I'm sure you'll agree with it. You wouldn't be doing the job that you do without it. And it's the same with this community. Like I said, being able to put out a song with Denise is probably the biggest thing for me this year.
I can't wait to hear.
Oh, it's fucking phenomenal. It's so good. Speaking about another family of music that you perform with, I'm going to start with a story here. Let's talk about Ninth Gate, because you actually reached out to me with this track. And somehow I fucking missed the email. I totally missed it. It got lost in the ether. And you reached out to me saying, I've got this song, right? And yeah, what do you think? And before long, it was like, oh, Ninth Gate happened. I'm like, oh my God, I could have possibly been a part of this somehow. But tell us about Ninth Gate, because it exploded and then it went away. And we were like, what? What's going on? Give us the journey of Ninth Gate.
Well, yeah, it was, I'm not sure if it was Mr. Smith that asked me suggested I reach out to you, or did I reach out to you first? But yeah, I'm glad, that's right. I don't think the last time I spoke about Ninth Gate, the beginning, we added your part in it. Yeah, I think you were the first one I sent the track to. Anyways, I had this old track that I recorded on a Tascam, and I literally had to take apart the Tascam, grab my elastic band, and make a belt. I turned it back. Yeah, I think you know what you're talking about. I fixed it. I did it. And but when I did the final recording, all you hear is you can just hear the humming and it's like, oh, this sucks. Anyway, so Songtember came along, and I was gonna dissect that, and we were gonna dissect that, Smith and I, and doing a Songtember thing. We couldn't do anything with it, and thanks to you didn't call back. Then I sent it to, we reached out to Hubs and Hetriani, and yeah, and along came Ninth Gate. And then, yeah, I mean, if I let parts of communities manipulate or make me believe things that weren't true and things like that. And anyways, we had some differences. Shit happens, life happens, and there was a lot of misleading. And Ninth Gate came back together, and I believe strong. Hetriani, Mr. Smith, and Gary Hubs are truly like if you can imagine, I was a kid when I got into the drugs, and I really wanted to be a musician. And what Ninth Gate brought for me was almost exactly where I left off, if that makes sense. Yeah, because the kind of music I write today is probably what a 50-year-old Frank Terzo would be writing. But Ninth Gate to me is exactly where I left off, what I was chasing back then.
Don't get me wrong.
That's what these boys have done for me.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. This is not meant to be negative. I'm so glad I missed that email, right? Because I love the idea of seeing you in a leather jacket doing metal. It just like, I'm all for like stuff that you don't expect, so it's too predictable. You see what I did there? Too predictable having someone like me singing, right? It really is. So you go get the metal singer. No. And when I heard when I heard the song and then found the email and went, oh my God, but it's so much better. Like I'm so glad I missed out on that opportunity, because it's right. It works. And talking about what you mentioned there, look, that was a time too that affected many of us. There are bad actors everywhere, man. Bad actors come along and see good things and try and manipulate situations, especially when you're somebody who has a platform. It's easy. The people think that it's easy to get in and manipulate you to think certain ways. It happened here on this channel too. Threats of like, we're not going to come here. And it actually stopped the charity album happening that year.
Yeah.
Some of that, and thankfully, that moved on, It took a while, but the bad actors kind of went their way, and it is what it is. And if you don't know what we're talking about, you don't want to know, really, because it's so much stress, and it adds to your life that you don't need, man. Just leave Discord.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. It was but that's what made I don't know. It made the community stronger, I think.
Yeah.
I really believe it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It needed to happen, maybe. I don't know. But we're definitely a stronger community because of it. And I think many of us learned, maybe to keep our personal shit at home.
Yeah, and a word of advice.
Or it's none of my business what somebody else does.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
you know, fuck. Look, me and Thomas have talked about this before too. We don't want to be. I'm a presenter. I'm a teacher. I'm here for the fun initially, right? I'm not a fucking detective. Right? It's not my job. And I'm not a fucking social worker here. Sort your own shit out. And there's no point bringing people in to try and create sides and stuff like that. That stuff naturally happens already. So if you're thinking of doing that, don't. And uninstall Discord. That's all I can say. It's a fucking awful place. Just
I will. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's an awful place. Anyway,
get rid of mine.
We've done that. Look, it's so good to see Ninth Gate coming back because we thought it was going to be on the burner, and it's like, hang on, what's going on? But it's back. And is there going to be can you give us a hint of anything else coming?
There's
that's Gary Hubb saying, "Shut up!" Don't.
No, actually, I wanted to. I really like Q Machine. Sorry, it's your show.
No,
right. Whenever I say something Canadian,
you can bell. You can bell here.
No, I love Q Machine, and he had a stream on at 7:00. He's doing a pre-release. Anyways, I set the alarm, but I forgot I was on this show. I'm not going to forget. Yeah, sorry.
So is there going to be some new Ninth Gate coming?
We had spoken, Gary and I have something. We had started together with Gary Hetriani and I, and obviously many of you know what the tragedy. And I've got a few ideas myself, like lyrically, and I can't wait to share it with the guys. These guys are magical. If I just hum something, grab my electric guitar and just do a couple riffs and send it to Hubs or Hetriani or Smith, magic is gonna come. So I think once everybody's feeling a little better, we'll get something going soon. We're definitely going to have more work.
Of course. And our heart goes out to Hetriani as well, too, because he's an absolute legend man, this has been a year of tragedy, I'm telling you. It really has.
It has.
I want to give you a pianist.
Oh, what?
I wanted to have you on the show so I could give you my pianist. What? What's so funny? Listen,
you want
this? I don't know.
You want to introduce?
I want to introduce you to my pianist. So I don't know if you've seen this amazing artist, Helen Clark. Russ put me onto her. She does live streams, dude. Oh my Lord, she is amazing. Now, don't get any ideas.
Oh yes. Because I am sub to her.
I've already hit her up for an interview. So don't you steal her before I get her first.
Yeah.
So
no, I think it was Dynamite Throw that sent me. He had said, check out this.
Oh
pianist.
Man,
yeah, she's brilliant.
She is amazing.
But I forgot all about her, to be honest with you.
She plays like her fingers, just like she's got 20 hands, and she's holding a conversation while she's playing these. She's mind-blowing. It's unbelievable. She has 9,700 subs. That's ridiculous. She should have so many more. But and
she has such a zen personality. She's just that's her.
Yeah.
She's She's amazing.
She is brilliant. So I'm just introducing you to my pianist for the week. There you go. So we're getting...
Can't touch this.
Well, I hit her
I won't
up.
touch it.
I hit her up for an interview, so we'll see how that goes. So who knows if it's going to happen? But she's
No, you
very
did mention you were trying to get.
Who?
I did it again.
I'm always trying to
Got
get
a name D-Lyn. No, not D-Lyn. She's from Sweden or in Scandinavia. You mentioned that you wanted her on the show, and you said, "Don't touch her." I won't.
I've got so many interviews. This is the thing. When you try and hit up bigger artists too, it's so much harder. Like you have to go through their PR agents and stuff. And there's a few I'm trying to get at the moment because, like you,
yeah, I know. I gave up with that, and I had somebody lined up, and there's the bullshit I had to go through, and then it's like I get 3 emails. Did you have that pre-show? Because we do a backstage, just to let them know what's happening and what's not going to happen, what to expect. And I got 3 emails saying, did you record that little show? And my manager wants you to delete everything and have you sign a waiver to go tell them.
Oh man, some of the shit. Yeah.
It's like, are you kidding me?
You're thinking of Capsulam, maybe. Capsulam? Maybe. Anyway, she
No.
So she just...
It'll come to me.
She's awesome. She's amazing. Let's see. We'll play another song because we've got 2 songs to play. We've got to close with my favorite. So this is Averly. I'm saying that right, aren't I? Averly or Averly?
No, Averly.
Averly. Wow, Mr. Popular over here.
Oh, these are my alarms.
All right.
That's for my medication. Perfect time. Yeah,
I'm with you, Frank. I'm on cholesterol, on all the meds at the moment. It's so good being old. I love every moment of it. Anyway, let's play Averly, and then we'll talk about after this another beautiful song. I've saved all these to the end. This is just it's a full-on song. All right, so let's do it. You ready, folks? Let's go. I have to make sure you can hear it. Cool.
Sail. Hope was all she wore. A glimpse of happiness, a chance to chase a dream. Lured by love and shelter, silenced by a threat. Left a broken home, found a broken world. When the boat set sail,
Frank Terzo, heavily. A heavy subject. Now, I said there, it's a beautiful song. Now, a beautiful song can be, don't take it the wrong way, I do need to clarify, folks, right? A beautiful song can be something that is written about something really heavy. Me, on the other hand, I write a lot of visceral stuff too. I did something in Kindercore, which is about animal cruelty and showed a lot of animals getting slaughtered and stuff. That's me, I'm visceral, It doesn't always have to be done, like me, like abrasively. But these things are important. I want to get your opinion because that song's about human trafficking, which is going on, right? And even to the point of the guy in charge of America at the moment is apparently heavily involved in it,
Mm-hmm.
And it's disgusting. It really is. How have we got to this point where these people are all in power and doing this? I don't know. I don't know how we're going to stop it. But the point I'm trying to get to is that I
think it's always been people in power.
Yeah.
It's just now it's exposed with all the social media and it's out there.
I really hope that I want to see him go down. I want to see a whole bunch of people go down. I think we all do. I think that's the one thing, Frank. I think we're so divided at the moment on the things that we hate about each other for some reason. That's the media. But the one thing I think everybody can agree on is that we want to see these pieces of shit go down for this.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that we are unable to see this clearly, that we all do have something in common at the moment. And hopefully we can get this happening. But my point that I want to make is I'm so glad you are doing this because I feel like what's wrong with, forget AI and all that stuff, what's wrong with music is that we are losing this. We are losing the ability for the musician to speak out and be the change that, because, music for centuries has changed the world. See what I did there? The Vietnam War, right? Without music, it probably wouldn't have stopped. It was a part of the protests. Music and
without CCR, you mean?
It's so important to have artists that are still able to speak out and say this, because the pop world is so manufactured now, and everything's in a video clip has got to have an Apple logo in it, and it's all that there is not enough songs that are meaningful and speak about this stuff. So these truths need to be spoken, and music is the best place to actually reach people. So thank you for being visceral.
Yeah, my uncle said a long time ago, if you're going to write something that matters.
Yeah.
You
want to hear a story, right?
Yeah.
It's like the new Lily Allen album dropped this week. And, it doesn't matter if you're a fan or not. But I listened to it. I'm a big fan of hers, and she hasn't had an album out for ages. And I listened to the whole thing the other night 3 times through. And it's a fucking story, and it's so visceral. And she talks about her boyfriend being a fuckwit and using her. And she's just saying it as it is. And it was so refreshing to hear somebody just say stuff like that's real. Oh, fuck. I love that album already. Hey, Mix Club, what's going on?
Right.
You actually spelt my name right. What's happening? Are you okay? Damn. So, we're at the end of this show, right? So I do want to ask, what are your plans for, I don't know, let's just say the next 6 months? Do you have an outlook of what you want to do as Frank Terzo?
Yeah, we spoke backstage before the show started. I got the check, one more box from that check, that I have a show coming up November 21st, next month, a fundraiser, that going back to your show, the first show back in 2022 or 2023, I said I wanted to do this. So yeah, November 21st, I have a live show, put together a band. We're gonna have one rehearsal, and that's all we get. And and then I have my new album, which should be up and ready to go for February 2026. It's almost all put together, just maybe 4 more tracks to finish with mixing and getting a few people from our community to contribute. And then what else? The Community Pulse Monday, I celebrate the 5-year anniversary, which we were supposed to do October 16th. October 16th, 2020 was when I uploaded my first song, Rise. But it's been so busy with the Pulse and the artists that we're committed to that we haven't had time to put that together. But it's ready to go, and that'll be this Monday. And yeah, and then I don't know. I plan to. I'm going to get a feel on these gentlemen that I'm going to be meeting. I haven't even met them yet. Be meeting them next week, reviewing the songs. Like I said, they said one rehearsal should do it. They're professionals, so I guess they know what they're doing. And if that works out, I plan to do some shows.
That is very exciting. Very exciting. You know, I do say this on this channel all the time. Hey, if you get a chance to play a live gig, take it. Do it. And you haven't, do it. You've been here on YouTube, do it.
35 years since I've been on stage.
It's going to get you again.
Yeah. I've done small little things, but yeah, not to this. Yeah.
I'm supposed to be playing a gig tonight, but unfortunately, doctor's orders that I'm not allowed to play until I get the stents in my heart. So my poor band have to play tonight without a singer. So that's the main reason I can't sing is because of the costume. It's way too heavy. You should anyway. That's a whole nother story. So that's all very exciting stuff. A new Frank Terzo album coming. That's very, very cool. Live gig with Frank. Community Pulse. Lots of great interviews coming up. I mean, you guys know it's must see. Tune in. If this is the first time you're seeing Frank, obviously links below, and you want to go and grab one of his albums, support him financially. This is the best way to do it. Head over here to Bandcamp, which is frankterzo.bandcamp.com, and buy some music and do all of that. Also, he's got a website. There it is here. It's a very sexy website, I've got to say, Frank. No, it is.
Ninth Gate.
It's very sexy. It looks very nice and succinct, and everything's there. So and you can even come down here and send Frank a message. I'm going to do it right now. Jade, what's my email? I can't even remember. There it is. Pianist. There you go. I'm sending Frank a message that says pianist. There you go. See how easy it is to message Frank? And he's gonna see that and go, what the fuck is that about? Thank you so much for coming on the show. There is one last question before we play the song, and it's not the usual one. It's the one we do for the Creator Rewind, which is, Frank Terzo, if you were stuck on a desert island and you didn't have a volleyball named Wilson, but you only had one album you could take with you, and you probably didn't have a record player to play it on, what would be that album?
Love Drive, Scorpions.
Wow. See, I never pick it. I would have thought it was the Beatles. So I had a bet with myself.
Only because I just heard it. I was listening to it.
Right. So there you go.
No, but it's like, oh man, everybody knows how much I love the Scorpions. I love their melody. I think I get a lot of influence from them, but Love Drive has always been my favorite Scorpions. Wasn't a big fan of the new Scorpions.
You can catch Frank on his channel, The Community Pulse. It happens every Monday. It's Monday, isn't it? Because it's Tuesday for me. US time, UK time. And who's on the show this week? Do you know?
Frank Terzo.
Oh, just
celebrating 5 years.
It's just you. I know.
JJ is going to be interviewing, and yeah, it's
And
going to be, it's
Laurie.
going to be, we're going to feature a lot of you, Thomas, Pete, everybody involved that helped me to get to where I am today. It's more of a gratitude, appreciation for what you all have done to help me get here.
Which is what you do so well. And that's why we love you, Frank. Love your music. You know I'm a big fan, right? I love your music so much. I love what you do. I'm so grateful that somebody else has come along, and because we lost Jeff, he just sits there now playing video games, and he's in his own little world. Oh, the last thing I want to say is I want to ask you one question. This is one more special question. Why do you keep leaving our messenger group, Frank?
Okay, so I know it's a thing. I've got phone phobia, and it comes from it's like if I get 10 emails, I get anxiety and I don't know which to answer first. And then by the time I decide, it's already 3 weeks, and it's like now I have to think of a story as to why I didn't reply 3 weeks ago. And then when I get those messages on Facebook, it's like it just goes delete, 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 delete,
Frank,
delete, delete. And it's but the last time I thought I seen something like "come sleep with me," and I'm going, how did that get onto my phone? And Lori said it was probably somebody's handle, and listen, I don't know. I thought it's like I gotta get out of this. I didn't even know it was that.
You can go in and silence. You can actually go in and silence all the messages. That's what I have said. I never get one message, right? I just got to tell you, do you know what the name of the group is at the moment?
Lori said something about Frank leaving.
I changed the name of the group last week to Frank Terzo has left the group. And there's a giant picture of you on the group.
Okay, I'll find it.
So hang on, this is the picture I want to show you. I made it with AI.
That looks like Al Pacino, man. It's got Al Pacino at 100 years old.
And you can guess what we're like in there. We've all got names now that Frank has left the group. Frank, all of our names are based around you now, Frank, because you're such a legend. I just thought I'd share that with you. We are closing out today with one of my favorite songs, right? This one hit really hard because your beautiful wife means so much to you.
She means everything to me, really. And she's helped me in my journey, helped me health-wise, everything. I get all kinds of support. I love everything she does.
And it shows. Like this clip, when I saw it the first time, I was like, oh man. Because I remember I've written many songs for my partners. I wrote one for my wife, and I remember when I played it to her, she went, that's nice. I was like, fuck you. But I swear to God, if somebody I was romantically entangled with presented me with this, I would let them do anal.
I'll mention that to Sean.
To talk about a way to ruin a moment. But I would. I love you so much. You can have whatever you want. But no, this is seriousness. It's a fucking beautiful, and the clips in it are really nice. I used it in the short that I made for the video because there's just so many good parts to use for the short. So it is beautiful. This is called What She Does, folks. You know all the places to find Frank. They're in the description. Thank you so much for coming on, Frank. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you.
Thank you, Jade. I appreciate you.
Please hang on the line so I can say goodbye to you off the air and show you my tits.
Okay.
But we're going to... I've got to be a dick. I can't help myself. All right, so Thank you, everybody, for being here. You're all awesome. If I've missed saying your name, these shows. But if you're watching on the replay, do all the stuff, likey stuff, and all those things. I'll let you know quickly before we go. Tomorrow, we're taking a look at this thing, Arc on Ear by RK Multimedia. It's this little, oh, shit, what happened to my iPad? There it is. It's this little piece of kit here that, it's so sick. You're going to love it. Something else that's happening here on the channel. I know Halloween's tomorrow, so there's going to be a lot of people wearing costumes. The Friday train, there's lots of costumes on Laurie's show. I'll probably wear a costume. I'm doing it a day late because that's when my live show is. I'm doing an opening hour this week. I'm going to wear a shit ton of costumes. It's going to be super offensive. So if you want to come on and see that, trust me, it's going to be a wild show. And we're hoping, if all goes to plan, just to wrap up, Russ is currently in hospital at the moment, so we are thinking of him big time. Today he lost the ability to walk. So we don't know what's going on. He's currently in hospital. He actually has an album launch, which is due to happen on my channel this week for the Cat Named Vienna album that he's done with Vero and Lizard Day. So that's supposed to be happening on, Monday. So hopefully he's all good and that all happens. It doesn't matter if we have to cancel the album. We're thinking of Russ more than anything because we just don't know what's going on and hope he can walk or whatever. So there's that. Let's go out, play this. This song is beautiful. Thank you all for hanging out. This is What She Does. Do all the things. Peace. Let's Oge.
I never had a woman do the things she does, the things she does for me. The smile she brings with all the things she does, that smile she brings to me. I see the way she looks to me, the flowered ribbon in her hair. She looks to me. She dances like a figurine, a beauty queen. She holds my heart, she looks to me. We belong. It's what she says to me. We belong. It's what she does to me. I've never seen a woman light the skies at night. She lights the skies so gracefully. And all the things she does, the smile she brings, the skies she lights, she does for me. Her soul is pure, as clear as light, a comfort that I never felt. She leans to me,
Thank you for joining us, everybody. Don't forget that we have Chris Lane Sr. up with the happy hour. And I want to thank DistroKid for sponsoring the show today. And Frank Terzo, of course, and thank you for being here. Let's go, baby.